All right, let's get to the latest COVID-19 numbers for you over the past 24 hours. We'll go through a couple different screens for you here. We had 9,146 new cases reported in the past 24 hours. We had 185 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours. One thing that is encouraging, though, this is hospitalization. So we talk about 9,000 cases. Well, I mean, how many of those are asymptomatic? How many of those are minor with sniffles and sore throat, can't smell or taste kind of things? And how many of them are seriously ill? We have seen a drop. And looking at this, if you look to the left over the month of July, when we were at our first apex of what was going on here, you saw we got to that top level and then started dropping. Now, I'm not saying that that's where we are right now, but if you look at what's happened over the last 3 or 4 days, it appears we are dropping a bit with our hospitalizations. In fact, we were down 70 people in the last 24 hours. And you may say, well, out of almost 5,000 people, how many is that? But just to picture 70 people, you know, in a room somewhere. Those people are no longer in a hospital. So something else I thought was interesting, zip codes, darker the red, the more cases. You can see almost the entire valley is in the dark red. There's some zip codes in Scottsdale and up in the Northeast Valley, north of that, maybe Fountain Hills type area in the West Valley that are a little bit less. If you are in the age group of 65 plus, starting next week, you will be eligible to get your vaccinations. And if you go to the AZDHS website, there's a page on there that says vaccinations, and these are all the areas in our state, and they're all around our populated areas. You know, down in the bottom left, you've got Yuma, you've got Kingman up there, and then, of course, so many down here in the valley and down near Tucson, where you can get your vaccination. When you get on there, people say it can be a little confusing. Give it time, make sure you read everything, put in all the information you should put in, and you have to create basically your user portal on the AZDHS website. You cannot just walk up at this point and get yourself a vaccination, but if you are of a mind to get your vaccination, I can highly encourage you to do it. We're understanding about 55 to 60% of our medical workers decided to do it. And that was from Dr. Clara Chris this morning when we talked to her live.